September 18th, 2016. And yes, indeed, we are running out of 2016. There's definitely less of 2016 left than has passed. We're knocking on the door of 2017. Bilo's closing downtown, and I had a very intimate relationship with Bilo, in as much as I warned them about this before it happened. I warned them that those rude women that they have working in their deli department and at their point of sale was going to close their store. I warned them that these these um these cursed daughters of Zion, and that's the hub of the neighborhood. Now, some people might say that they're closing because somebody else bought the store out. Somebody might say that the rent was too high. Somebody might say all these things. But while they were open, those girls were the rudest things. That it was just ridiculous. It's like, you guys don't want money? Anyway, they're destroying the economy.
Now, they put those things on and don't even know why. Earrings like the moon, right?
The chains and the bracelets and the mufflets, the bonds and the ornaments of the legs, and the headbands and the tablets.
These are all the things they use to get themselves looking good, right?
The rings and the nose jewels, the changeable suits of apparel, and the matches, and the wimples, and the crisping things, the glasses, and the fine linen.
So they had glasses back then, read on.
And the hoods, and the veils. And it shall come to pass that instead of a sweet smell, there shall be stink.
Read that again.
And it shall come to pass that instead of a sweet smell, there shall be stink.
This, because the Lord lets you know in Leviticus, the 15th chapter, that when a woman's cycle comes on, it used to be called her flowers. The Judite woman, even when a cycle happened, it would smell like metals. It would smell like flowers. That's how it used to be. It should be like flowers. You would think someone was in a garden if a woman walked by. Read.
And instead of a girdle, a rent.
And that's another thing. He took the shape away from her, because she could only have it for a certain amount of time before she had to start working out. At one time, the Most High kept the girdle on the woman where her shape would be until the end. It was an inside girdle where a woman her stomach cannot get big.
So the body was made with a girdle.
The body was made with a girdle. And the Most High took it away. That's why you notice Sarah, she was like 80 years old and they were still trying to get to her.
Yeah, they still started.
Yeah. Yes. So sisters used to stay her shape. You get one shape and stay there the rest of your life.
Wow.
Most High took it away.
Nothing forward.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. It's amazing because when you see the scriptures, you see how real the Bible is. When it can identify with you.
Yeah.
You understand?
And that's what I was talking about the witness. I didn't see me in it. When I read it,
Yeah.
there was no identity for me there.
Okay.
Now it's like it's coming alive all over again.
Exactly. When you can identify yourself in a word. It's key.
Yeah.
It's key. Yes.
You're right.
Read on. Even though this is not good news I'm seeing, but at least you can say, well, that's why it's like this. Well, these are the things we always wanted to know. Like why other nations, their hair can grow all the way out, and it makes you think, well, hold up. If this is, the example of what we should be and we going after this, why are we cursed? Is something wrong with us?
That's what we used to say.
Thank you.
Wow.
That's what it is.
That's
That's
what it is. Even the answer to that.
Yes. Everything is in the Bible. When you take religion out of the way and the Holy Spirit just give you the understanding, just get religion out of the way first and just read it.
That is so true. The balance was there.
Yeah. To be able to see that. And no Israelite sister cannot say that's up.
I know.
I'm being straight. And the other nations must know it if they promote the things that are missing.
They make so much
They make money off of what they have studied us. They know us from the past. We lost our history. They didn't lose our history. They remember how we used to be. It's like, you know what? That here. In our spirit, they had this. They want this. Because it belongs to them. Yes. Yes.
And you think it's superficial, but it's not.
It's something that belongs to you. And they know it. So they'll sell it to you.
And that's why I always wondered why the scripture says, don't like a woman should have long hair.
Yeah.
And I was like, that can't be us.
Yes.
You know, most black people, the hair doesn't grow.
Kink up.
Yeah. So I was
Yes.
like, why is it saying long hair? Why isn't it shit big, you know?
Yes.
So now I see.
Yeah.
Why.
It used to be just grow naturally, just nice. You know what I mean? Read on.
And instead of well-set hair,
And it
baldness.
says instead of well-set hair, baldness, read.
And instead of a stomacher, a girding of sackcloth.
Instead of a stomacher, a girdle of what?
Of sackcloth.
So you had a stomacher, something that stopped your stomach from growing. Read.
And burning instead of beauty.
And burning instead of beauty. Yeah, our women are beautiful now, but it's nothing compared to the beauty of when they were in Zion before the curse. I mean, the beauty just stayed. You know what I mean? There was no such thing as trying to, let me get some surgery.
Yeah.
You didn't need none of that. You kept your beauty. Read.
Verse 25. Thy men shall fall by the sword, and the mighty in the war. And her gates shall lament and mourn. And she being desolate shall sit upon the ground.
Let's talk about us going down low in the captivity, getting destroyed, coming to the state we are in now. See, but now the Most High has brought forth a spiritual revolution. As y'all notice, even though the reason is some people don't even know we moved from one place to the next, it was so abrupt. But as you can see, this is not like the Christian church where you would see thousands of people. You would think that with this type of information, people would be breaking down the door to actually find out all the things they wanted to know. Okay? But let's go to the next question.
Well, here.
Where you from again, sister?
Singapore.
Singapore.
Yeah.
Okay.
Far away.
Okay. And what you doing in New York?
I'm visiting for vacation.
Yeah?
Yeah. She's my niece.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you've been listening to the teachings and everything?
No, she just found out we're not witnesses anymore. Yeah.
Well, they are witnesses. They're the correct witnesses now.
She came ready to go to the funeral hall with us.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay, I'm going to buy dresses. And then I was like, wait a minute, I supposed to be telling you.
Did y'all have windows in y'all Kingdom Hall?
No. Some of them would have the high windows like that. Very rarely would you see any windows. But you won't, it's not way to look outside and see people outside. Go high up.
Mm-hmm.
But mine was nothing. No windows. Every hall I've been in.
Every hall don't have windows, purposely. They try to keep the light out. It's a part of, it's a psychological program to get people between four walls for a long period of time. Program. That's why they pumping out robots.
Yeah.
Everyone look the same. You know what I mean?
Well, she's Catholic, but she was ex-Catholic, right?
Ex-Catholic, thank God.
I wasn't ever brought up with religion. My grandma was hardcore Catholic.
Oh my goodness.
She's hardcore. But my dad was an altar boy, but then he in the church for 25 years. Yeah, the one.
Don't believe me. It's in the Bible. You women are in the Bible, but I'm going to go ahead and go on and go forward because my time is of the essence here. Time is always of the essence. There's never any time to waste.
Anyway, you know what she meant. She said they need their weed. And she was saying that
We need our weed. Let's go.
black folks are burning the white folks stuff. I'm fucking this up. Anyway, you know what she meant. She said they need their weed. And she was saying that they need their weed down in Milwaukee again. When Otis sent me this, and his Twitter is at DERDERSH. Dirtish. Anyway, That's his Twitter handle, and he sent me this video of what went on at a Milwaukee beauty store, which happened to go out of business. And what did they do? Well, they threw weave in a garbage can. And in that garbage can, black women saw it. And you know what ensued next. Release the hounds.
They going in at Jet Beauty right now. They getting it for the low. You know what I'm saying? Look at them get it. Watch them get it for the low. We got edges, inches, lashes. We got it all. Come get it how you live. Don't run. You know what I'm saying? How you want it? It's all like some lit cheese down here. It's the first of the month. They give away the blocks of cheese. Y'all know what it is. You find this normal? You think those are queens diving through the trash, trying to get here so that they can when you give it away for free, it's peaceful. Get out your hair! The good shit! Damn, it's real out here, son. It's real. Goddamn. I'm gonna redo this video at another time, but right now time is important. Time is always important. Black women clambering through the trash like raccoons and forgive me raccoons, forgive me possums. But that is the state of the black woman, digging through the trash, trying to, if you will, just for a moment, let your mind wander through fantasy and fiction and tell me if anyone out there listening can conceive of a white woman or white women digging through the trash looking for black hair. But this is not the worst part of the story. I'm going to close out with this right here. Oh, thank you, Tommy Sotomayor. You're my mentor. Even though I'm your big brother, you're my mentor, and you're my go-to guy for many of my videos. I like The Black Child. I like JD Black. I like Obsidian Network. If he would just like get to the point, there's lots of them great guys out there. Black Patriarch. I use his material, his content a lot. I think it's a collective conscience, a positive collective. But don't believe me. Don't believe them. Believe what you see.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to TNN, Raw and Uncut, where you get nothing but news delivered to you with no filter and no script by none other than Tommy Sotomayor. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to TNN News Raw. I'm your host, Mr. Tommy Sotomayor. Excuse the voice, pay attention to the news. I was trolling Facebook, or Facebook was trolling me. Someone sent me this video. And I'm going to show you guys a few videos. And if you haven't joined Hollywood Clowning Black Women, look in the description box or just go to YouTube and put in the search engine, put HCBW. Hollywood Clowning Black Women. It's my other channel. And there's going to be some things that I put up today which mimic this, but this should be a news story because someone needs to be arrested. Now, I don't know how old this footage is, and if you guys know, you can tell me, and I can do an update. But there was a woman who, by the onset of the story, looks like she was going to get child support. When she was denied child support, she took it out on the child. So I'm going to let you guys see this video right now and take a look at it. And here it goes. What you are watching now is a woman slam her child to the ground, kick him in the stomach. See this.
My mother, who I love very much, busted my skin with a scar I carry today down to the white meat. Down to the white meat. I was preschool. Because when my baby sister, did something, layered cornstarch across the floor. So guess who she beat? My mother beat our ass. I don't know what she was doing. She should have beat her own ass. My mother, who I love very much, should have busted her skin down to the white meat. They hate their children. I see black people pick up their children by the wrist, straight up with their deltoids and their shoulder arm is separating from the socket. Look at this bitch.
Gentlemen, welcome to TNN Raw and Uncut, where you get nothing but news delivered to you with no filter and no script by none other than Tommy Sotomayor. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to TNN News Raw. I'm your host, Mr. Tommy Sotomayor. Excuse the voice, pay attention to the news. I was trolling Facebook, or Facebook was trolling me. Someone sent me this video. And I'm going to show you guys a few videos. And if you haven't joined Hollywood Clowning Black Women, look in the description box or just go to YouTube and put in the search engine, put HCBW. Hollywood Clowning Black Women. It's my other channel. And there's going to be some things that I put up today which mimic this, but this should be a news story because someone needs to be arrested. Now, I don't know how old this footage is, and if you guys know, you can tell me, and I can do an update. But there was a woman who, by the onset of the story, looks like she was going to get child support. When she was denied child support, she took it out on the child. So I'm going to let you guys see this video right now and take a look at it. And here it goes. What you are watching now is a woman slam her child to the ground, kick him in the stomach. See this. Now, the other woman is standing there, and she didn't help. But I guarantee if I had called a woman a black bitch, she'd came and helped. Now, the child is writhing in pain on the ground. She picks the child up, takes it outside. The camera continues. You see the child on the ground. She takes the child, throws it. Now, it looked like it wasn't a real child. That's how broken the child was. And for those of you who didn't get a chance to see this, what I want to do is play it again. Just take a look. This woman slams the child and kicks it as hard as she can, her own child, all because she didn't get her child support from that child's father. Somebody's telling her she shouldn't be doing that, but didn't do anything to intervene. She picks the child up, walks past the individual. The individual looks like they're on the phone, throws the child across the concrete, and walks away from it. Her own child. Now, many of you like to say things about me and talk about me and say I'm a coon and black women are God. Black women is God, which is the stupidest shit I've ever heard. If they so such gods, then why can't they make their hair from kinky to straight? I mean, God should be able to do that, right? I don't know. But they can't do it. They have to go and buy other people's hair, so that's a fucked up God.
Because time is of the essence, I'm going to go ahead and close this out. Take the sound down. But I don't sit around and think about black women all day.
Look how much
I don't have time to sit around all day and think about black women, but this is what they're doing to their children. Donald Trump is a racist, but that black woman is the queen.
Look how much African American communities have suffered under Democratic control. To those I say the following. What do you have to lose by trying something new like Trump? What do you have to lose? I say it again, what do you have to lose? Look, what do you have to lose? You're living in poverty. Your schools are no good. You have no jobs. 58% of the youth is unemployed. What the hell do you have to lose? And at the end of 4 years, I guarantee you that I will get over 95% of the African American vote. I promise you. Really, 95%. He promises. Now that makes you wonder about his other promises. Okay, now to my
There is a higher ground, and it won't be too long. I didn't come here looking for trouble. I don't care. I don't hate black women. I love them. I have them so-called black women as my mother, sisters, cousins, unrequited love. There's something going on. There's something going on when the so-called black woman aborts her children, beats her children, kicks her children, slams her children down to the ground, and they are the most revered by the so-called white society. Have Heavenly Father have mercy. You see her on the phone? Oh, I didn't get my money. Let me show you what I get. What you get. What I'm gonna do with who? The motherfuckers are gangsters, man. There's nothing. Don't believe me. Don't believe anybody else. Where there's one, there's no fun. Definitely, there was no fun for this little boy. Where there's two, you better run, and where there's three, I will not be. Don't believe me. Don't believe anybody else. Make your own fucking videos. Make your own fucking videos. Do your own fucking research. Okay, forgive me for using the F word, but it just means fornication under consent of king. Good night.